Whew. And we jump cut over to Scott Travers.
Yeah.
Now, when we last left Scott, he had disappeared from the group.
Jump through
Where,
a rift in space and time.
yeah, we never got into where he could be or where he went. While all the other, well, let's just say players in this weird game, this weird mystery they've all found themselves in, Scott kind of just noped out of the whole situation.
Not entirely on purpose either. Like, not didn't
Not
mean to be
entirely.
gone. These things just happen.
He did. And for you, Scott, you find yourself locked in what could be described as Norfolk but Silent Hill.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Um, you've been walking what seems like days,
Yeah.
weeks, um,
Trudging even.
trudging. Yeah. Um, the signs make no sense. You see goal signs where there should be stop signs, places where you should be able to enter or exit. They're blocked off. A lot of places don't even have the doors that you could normally just walk on in. It's just like a brick wall.
Shit's
Other
fucked up.
places,
Yeah.
yeah. If you want to go up, you have to go down before you can go up, left before you want to go right. It's the directions here make no sense. And everything is in a hazy blue.
Oh, okay.
Um, after a few days of walking, you do head to something that sounds like music, like metal, like someone is playing old heavy metal from the 90s.
Yeah.
Now,
Classic 80s, 90s thrash metal.
yeah, a lot of thrashing. It's not
Yeah.
grunge. You can tell the difference.
That's right. Yeah. Going to head in that direction. That's something I recognize. It's something I can understand in this crazy fucked up dimension.
Yeah. You head to what looks to be like a subway walk down.
Yeah.
You think that's weird. There's no subways in the city, but you do see it. It has exit only. See a few band posters and flyers, um, a bunch of warning signs. Just dirtied up graffiti is just all over the place.
It's fine. Exit only. That's clearly an entrance here. So bands, pictures and posters, that works. Graffiti, that's just part of the scene.
Oh,
I'm good. I'm good with all of this.
okay. Do you try to study any of it?
Yeah. Do I recognize any of it? Is it something that seems familiar to me? Any of those signs or graffiti or anything stands out as a something I would symbol I would recognize?
I'm going to say wit and maybe streetwise.
Okay.
Um, trying to see if you might have anything that can help you with this. It's going to be a difficulty of two.
Can do this. You see here. Could I add my or spirit or entropy site with this at all?
Sure. This is what you can do.
Okay.
Since I'm guessing you're trying to cast.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just trying to throw a little extra help, with my brain with these symbols and everything. I need a little extra help from time to
Gotcha.
time.
Let me see. Give me 1 second. Give me Arate and your entropy
Okay.
or spirit, whichever one you want to use. It's going to be
Okay.
difficulty of you're trying to decipher this, but
Yeah.
decipher it using magic. You know what? I'm gonna say entropy. Difficulty of 2.
Okay. All right. Now, I also have a quiet of 2, so I add that in as well.
Let
That's,
me
that's
see.
like hunger, right?
That is like hunger. So yeah,
Okay.
do
Yeah.
add those 2 dice in
Got
quiet.
it. That works. Okay. The dice did not work. Try that again.
Make sure to add the thirst spot.
That too.
Okay. So I need. Oh, okay. I need to.
Yeah, to our lovely viewers, for our dice, we used the thirst spot dice bot, but since following an update to both Discord and the bot, now you have to add the actual bot when you use the dice. So if you ever see us roll and then us immediately say we screwed something up, it's probably because we didn't tag it. So just
That-
be willing to like suffer with us a little bit.
Yeah. It's just gonna take some getting used to. That's fine. That's cool. I got it. That's a well, what would be normally in vampire bestial failure. So that's everything
Paradoxical
just went
failure.
really sideways with that. we're going to start off strong with Scott here.
Paradoxical failure.
Oh yeah.
Let me see. What will I apply here?
These symbols are just going to start making fun of him. Is what's going to happen.
You got 2. Roll me 2. Because you got 2 permanent.
Yeah.
So roll me those 2 permanent
Okay.
paradox.
Turns out it's just the sheet music from Hell's Bells, and Scott suffers willpower damage from not recognizing it.
So that's a 2 and an 8.
Okay, so with one of them bursting, and they still remain, even though one of them has been cleared, you try to decipher, and you can just feel a headache.
Yeah. Fuck.
Trying to read this with entropy, and it's like
Stupid
a slight
fucking
bleed
symbols.
going down your nose. Nothing
Yeah.
too serious, but you do take a superficial willpower damage.
Got it. Okay.
But you can still try to use wits and streetwise to read this. It's just be a difficulty of 3 now because
Right.
Yeah.
It just went horribly wrong. He's gonna push through the pain because that's okay. That's how he rolls. And yeah.
If Scott isn't bloody in every single scene they're in, they're just not trying hard enough.
Exactly. Wait, this is going to go. That's 3 successes.
with 3
That's
successes,
he
you
needs
can-
to feel the pain first before he can get anything done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of a you thing.
Yeah.
You look around and you can tell a lot of these bands, a lot of them defunct, not around anymore, but mostly dead.
Which
Lot
is
of
the
dead
best kind of
artists.
defunct, really. Like,
Yeah. You even see a flyer for Tiffany's band.
oh. And Tiffany's dead too.
From what you gather or what you think,
Yeah.
most likely she's gone.
Yeah.
Whether she's ascended, unascended, dead, you don't know. You just know she's gone.
Hmm. Wow. This takes me way back. Like, these guys aren't even around anymore. What is this all about? Is this like people who are covering? Like, these are people who are, like, I don't know, playing the songs of these bands? I mean, what was this all about?
You don't know. You hear a crowd, maybe, but you can't tell. It's muffled, whatever
Hmm.
it is.
Well, he's going to shrug his shoulders. He's going to keep on going, towards the direction of the crowd. He's going to try to figure this mystery out. These symbols aren't really helping, apart from the fact that there's a whole bunch of old bands here and shouldn't be around anymore and should be playing. Gotta figure this out. This is confusing to Scott. He's got his
So
nose bleed. He's already he's got the blood going. He's just gonna keep on going.
and as you go down, there's this intensity that builds up on you. Like it's like gravity has gotten heavier with each
Oh.
step.
Okay.
Um, the music is loud. Even with it being muffled, you can tell. You can even hear the door kind of shake and slam and rumble and vibrate as you get closer to it.
Yeah, we're gonna keep on pushing through. Fuck
Keep
gravity.
on pushing through, and you feel like you're carrying weights, but you get to the door though. You
Yeah.
can still walk. It's just like you have 30 pounds on top of you.
It's fine. Just get it done. You bang on the door.
No response.
You try and pull the door open.
You pull the door open, and you got to still yourself. With how you are, I can say you don't get pushed over, but it's loud. The music's
Yeah.
heavy. There's a lot of. Though, if there was police, they would probably shut this place down because this is way too loud.
Yeah. This place is jumping. The music is wall to wall.
You see someone get thrown across the room up in the air.
That's
But you can't really
a
see
scene
much.
I'm familiar with. I'm good with that. Throwing people around, that's a mosh pit for sure.
As you kind of step on in there, you get a few looks. You can't really see faces, but you can tell there's eyes on you.
Yeah. That's fine. He's gonna look around. He's gonna take in the scene, find out what's happening. Kind of like just kind of move along with the crowd as far as what they're doing. You assume there's head banging going on. Making his way through. Is there anything he recognizes at all, apart from this scene in general?
Nothing, but you being close to death as you are, there's a lot of ethereal, ghostly bullshit happening.
Oh, this is taking death metal to the next level. Got it.
Yeah. You do feel a tap on your shoulder.
Yeah. Gonna turn around.
You don't see anyone. The crowd is kind of forming around you. There's a lot of people kind of crowding around you, and almost it's about to be claustrophobic. It's like 5 bodies have now bumped against you.
Yeah, it's a concert. Feels like a concert. That's what people do. They bump into each other. Yeah.
Someone look around, and someone grabs you by the hand and starts pulling you out from the crowd and up a few platform stairs.
Okay. Gonna go along with that. Can I see who's pulling me along?
Let me see. Because it's low blue light. You see
Yeah.
mostly shadows of folks.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is gonna be resolve and awareness difficulty of 3.
Okay. I can do that. It's 5 successes. Good with that.
5 successes. Yeah, even with this low light, you kind of open your eyes and you focus on this person.
Yeah.
You see a punk figure. It almost takes you aback. You think you see you, younger you, high school you, leading
Whoa!
this platform.
You look like me. He's just like shouting over the noise and everything.
He doesn't say anything, nods his head, and he keeps pulling you upward until you guys get to a spiral of stairs that leads up to another level.
Okay.
You can see now the lower floor, and you can finally see the band. Um, Death metal band from the 90s. All of them were shot up in a gang violent riot. These were the riot gears.
Okay. Okay.
They only were able to put out one album, but that one album has made residuals, millions upon
Wow.
millions.
Wow. And these guys are playing on the stage.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm totally turning on my spirit eyes and I'm going to see what's what here.
I'm not even gonna make a roll for this. It's blinding because it's the whole place is covered.
I'm in some kind of metal concert underworld here. It's very clear. Yeah.
You can at least that's what it seems like.
Yeah.
The figure lets you go, and you just hear a voice in the back, just kind of call for you.
I'm gonna make my way towards the voice. Oh shit. Okay. Oh, it's not the voice I was expecting. Still gonna go to the voice, because damn.
So, you made it. Looking good, kid.
Yeah. Who's this?
You hear it at the bar, but you don't really see the person. You don't know where they are.
Yeah. It's like all around. Yeah. Kind of. You said it kind of indicate that it seems like it's coming from the bar.
Yeah, you see
Yeah.
multiple people standing there, but none of them are turned to you to even
No.
look. But
Yeah.
you do see a lone bartender, a big wide brim hat.
Oh shit.
They have like a big pair of sunglasses.
Okay.
You don't really see their mouth moving. You just see that they're like pouring drinks there. But you think it might be them only because every so often you see their hand kind of motion towards you.
Got it. Is this figure at all like dressed in a blue suit sort of attire?
No blue suit, just
No
all
blue
black.
suit. Just all black. Okay. All right. Gonna head up there. You know, say hello to the bartender. Tell him to put, a cold one down for me.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Money no good here.
I'm sorry, I couldn't understand that.
Your money is no good here.
Oh! Fuck. That happens to me a lot. Well, give me one anyway. You're serving drinks, right? You gonna leave me out? Come on.
Only for the dead.
Okay. Well. What's to be done here? What am I supposed to do?
That's not a deep breath.
Yeah.
You hear like their neck kind of snap,
Ooh.
their throat.
Yeah. Work out those kinks.
Yeah. You're kind of stupid, so I'm not going to be speaking that language because I know you understood half of what I just said. So, how?
There's no reason to be that way, man.
How in the fuck did you get here?
That's a great question. I have no idea. I just followed the music, man.
You followed the music.
I followed the music. It's never done me wrong.
Sure, but I heard the little rip and tear up there. I can hear you just stomping your feet constantly.
That's what I do. I stomp around. Like, do you feel the heaviness in this place? Like the gravity? Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole place. It's under.
And you're kind of louder than that.
I must be pretty important. Everybody can hear my footsteps.
Well, I wouldn't say that all that, Alice, but if you want to go and follow the right rabbit to that conclusion, sure. But starts pouring more drinks for folks.
Feel a little
Oh.
left out here.
Scott, let me ask you a very valuable question, a very important question. What do you do successfully? Quickly.
I get shit done. There you go.
You get the stuff done. Cool.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, and I'm not big on gossip. You made a deal. A couple of deals.
Yeah, I was about to say probably more than one. Yeah, I make deals on the regular. It's
On the
kind of
regular?
part of what I do. Yeah. It's,
Big one. Thanatos.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's also kind of part of my shtick. Death, metal.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
guessing you don't know how any of this works or your powers work, right?
I get shit done, right? I can make them work. I can do shit with them. I can see ghosts and whatnot, and like tear open portals and kill people with my scythe. I feel like I'm pretty competent.
I was writing the whole dumbass thing. Cool.
Wow.
First things
Yeah.
first.
Well, you know what? You don't strike me as any kind of fucking genius either. So yeah.
I literally was able to run a successful bar both in the living and here. And
Oh man. Oh, that was not my fault. Okay, they just kind of thrust that on me. I didn't go to school for business or anything. I did
you
the
didn't
best
go
I
to
could
school
with
for
that.
much.
No, I didn't. But still, I did. I gave it my best shot, right?
You,
And then
you weren't even
and then
that
this.
good of an assassin.
Oh my god! This woman, she came and leveled my bar, like that, and there's all these drugs and everything. What did I do? Nobody's bar could survive that. I'm just saying.
Yeah, cool. So, I'm guessing because if you found your happy ass here, I guess I have to be the one to teach you how to do your stuff.
Yeah, that would be cool. You know anything I don't know?
The whole
pretty-
bar laughs.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't think it was a funny question, but sure. Yeah, I'm right on. Yeah.
Listen, you know what? I'm a man of my word. I'm going to help you, so I don't have to hear you come back here again unless you're one of these guys.
Well, these guys only wish they could beat me. Yeah.
Absolutely not. Also, Maxwell kind of Maxwell and I had an arrangement. So,
Oh shit. You and Maxwell had an arrangement?
I mean, we dated.
Has he said anything about me?
Yes.
Oh, you can't be listening to that guy. He has never had a good thing to say about me. Not ever.
You
I don't
know
think he's
what
had
lie-
not a
like,
single thing. He's always telling the bad side of it, right?
mhm.
I get shit done, and Maxwell's never pleased. Just never. Not ever. That guy's never been happy with one goddamn thing I've ever done.
Dude,
He and I, we
can
don't get
also
along.
watch. We can watch.
Okay. Just don't
Psychobots.
just give me the benefit of the doubt, right? Don't judge, right? Based on what Maxwell says, right? Because Maxwell and I were not, he never really gave me a fair shake, is what I'm saying.
Okay, well, technically, you've been walking upstairs for about 10 years now. So,
Has it been that long? Fuck.
the last time I checked, it's, yeah, technically 10 years.
Wow. Damn. Time flies, man.
Yeah, it does. When you go directionless and just cut your way through things.
That's what I do, though. Like, have you seen the shit I've had to put up with? Like, the people I've cut through? I mean, it's been pretty spectacular if you've been watching,
Have you seen half of it is your fault?
See, you could put it like that, right? But another way to put it would be half of it got done because of me.
You see a weird, there's 3 more arms that kind of appear around the figure. There are shadowy arms that grab different bottles and starts making drinks.
That's a pretty cool fucking power.
Yeah. So listen, all right, I'm gonna send you back.
You're gonna send me back? Fantastic, because I've been kind of fucking lost in this place for, as you said, 10 years. The signs are all backwards here. I mean, shit is upside down. I mean, I do like the fact that you got dead bands playing. Like that's a good thing. But this whole reverse psychology shit is just, it's not working for me. It hurts my brain.
Oh yeah, no, I kind of did that on purpose to make sure you heard it, so you didn't get eaten by what's upstairs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. You did me a solid. I got it.
Mhm.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not getting eaten is a good thing, generally
All
speaking.
right. If you're gonna have these powers, first things first, you are now the proud owner of a Thanatos on your back.
Yeah. No, I got that guy. Yeah, he's with me. We are fucking team.
Shh, I'm glad you used the word team because, and he points to your keystone. Yeah, you fight for him now.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. That's what I've been we've been shit. We've been going around together, wrecking shit. Thanatos and I, we are tight.
Tight, great, cool. Do you know that? Have you read the fine print?
Look, if you've been watching, you know.
Right, idiot. Okay, cool.
I don't fucking
So-
read the fine print.
All right, let me tell you the fine print. You lose, he collects.
Yeah, I know. More fucking debt to people. I know. But you know what? At least he's going around with me. Unlike that Maxwell. I mean, at least Thanatos doesn't fucking beat my ass with a goddamn briefcase. I mean, that's a step up in the right
I
direction.
know it's funny. I've never seen someone get beat up that many times with the briefcase. Usually, people
Right?
run on the first one.
That's what I'm saying. Like he just beat my ass with a briefcase all the time.
You
Damn.
really thought that was a compliment? Okay.
Yeah. That's right.
All right. Necromancy. What can you do?
Everything. Like, I can see the dead. I can raise the dead. I can slash open portals to the dead. Like, I can put the dead back.
So
All the
you
dead.
you don't know how to use your necromancy is what I'm hearing.
I can tap into the fucking life energy of everything around me. Yeah, if that's not all, and you have something to teach me, I'm here for it. I'm a fast learner.
Slams a book down.
Oh,
Well, since
shit.
you're here,
That
you're gonna have
looks
to actually
like
learn how to read.
fuck. That looks like a thick fucking book.
It is a thick book.
Isn't there like a Cliff Notes version or some shit? Like, isn't there like a fast version?
Give me a second. Roll for me. Dex and athletics difficulty of 4.
Thanks. Okay. Here we go. Oh shoot. I have to really get used to this That's a 4.
4. For some reason, instinct tells you to move out the way as a briefcase slams into the back of the wall and puts a crack in it. The group at the bar kind of all turn around, look at that, look at you, then look at the barkeep. Oh, right. He kind of left that just in case you said something stupid.
Yeah, see? I've gotten good at it, right? I dodge that thing every fucking time now. Where are you,
Wow.
Maxwell? Fucking briefcase.
Not here.
Well, I'm just saying.
No clip
I've
notes.
gotten
Look,
good at dodging that thing. Yeah.
You,
You get hit over the head as many times as I do by that, shit, you learn to dodge it much better.
takes away the books and just puts a pile of notebooks and VHSs on the table.
Okay, now we're making progress. I can watch VHSs. That's cool. Notebooks,
Great.
I mean, maybe I'll get to those at some point.
This is 3 years worth of clip notes and 3 years worth of VHSs.
Fantastic. Wow. 3 years. Shit. This is going to teach me some new black magic?
It's teaching you the basics of what you should already know so you don't keep fucking up.
Like I said, that's the bad way of putting it. Getting shit done. Yeah. That's what I do. Fucking up is a matter of opinion, right? You just got to frame it right.
Everyone with that thing on their arm has already have years ahead of you.
Well, I was stuck walking around up there for 10 years. Of course, they're years ahead of me. It's not even fair.
Your fault.
No, I just couldn't get the sight thingy to like open up, a portal. I've been trying,
So if you can't do the thing on purpose, that means maybe you should learn what?
The VHS tapes, probably.
The VHS tapes. Look at,
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is getting it. Can I get
Yeah.
a round of applause?
Told you I'm a
Gotta get
fast learner, right? I
Fast
told
learner.
you. Yeah, that's right. I'm on it. On mission. Yeah. Okay. So, fuck.
Mhm.
I need a VCR. Is it going to take me 3 years to watch this shit? I hope not.
Yes.
Is there a way to fast
Or-
forward through it?
No, you cannot fast forward.
Okay.
It's
It
in
just seems like
VHS,
a
it's
lot
not
of
like-
tape. That's all.
Well, you probably wouldn't need 3 years worth of stuff if you had actually learned it correctly
What?
when you were up there or remembered it. Apparently,
I
you
learned by
didn't even remember
doing,
it.
man, not by watching tapes, reading,
Great.
doing homework and shit. Fuck.
Well, you're gonna have to do that stuff upstairs.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna like carry this shit, or do you have some kind of like blockbuster bag for me to put it in?
Do I look like I have blockbuster bags? No, there's no blockbuster here.
Grocery bag, something. I don't know. I just want to carry all this shit in my 2 hands, right?
Part of your training. Part of your training. Also, there's no VHSs in this building. You're gonna have to actually go back outside,
Oh,
find one of the houses with it.
okay. All right. I'm sure I could find a VCR somewhere. They're pretty common still, I think. Even in this fucked up reality.
Give me a roll. Wits and streetwise.
Yeah.
Difficulty of what's the difficulty for this? This would be a difficulty of 3.
Okay.
You got entropy, so if you want to try using magic to assist with this, you can.
Oh, yeah.
This must be a little bit easier.
I'm gonna throw in the entropy here for sure.
Yeah.
I find the irony in learning the magic of the dead through a dead medium to be delicious.
So go ahead and make me that roll and add your entropy die with it.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to anyone that heard that and just immediately felt ancient. I'm sorry, I do too.
We all do.
So here's what we got. It's difficulty 3. Okay. I can roll for willpower, right?
Yeah, you can use your
Yeah.
willpower to reroll.
Okay.
I already know how this is gonna go.
That's 4 successes.
You now see what he was talking about with the monsters. You can
Yeah.
hear some of them that growl of what looks to be like a dog, but you definitely know that's not a dog.
Yeah.
It's indescribable. It changes its shape often. Um, has multiple eyes and legs and limbs, sharp teeth, shadowy with eyes that glow red. But it kind of misses you because you're able to dodge from street to street to street. Um, you do find
Shadow fucking
high
monster.
school
Yeah.
where you could see not that much funding, and you do find one of those racks with the
Oh, yeah.
television and the VCR.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Got it. Gonna take this whole pile of VHS tapes and look for the first one. If there is any, I don't know if there's any labels on them or what.
No labels on any of them.
All right, fine. We'll just pop the first one and the top one in. No problem. We'll just hit in there, turn on the TV, hit play, sit back.
Give me a willpower roll, difficulty of 4.
Okay. Should I add my quiet in there? In my
No,
paradox?
because this is a
Okay.
willpower. You don't
Okay.
have to add that.
Got it. Okay.
You want to get 4 successes.
Got it. Okay. So I not quite 4. I got 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like there's an opportunity here maybe to succeed at a cost.
It would still be the same.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Scott succeed at cost Travers, everyone.
Everybody take a drink in the audience.
You do this. And you've read H.P. Lovecraft about like opening books you're not supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
It
I've
feels
heard
like
of it.
that.
Necronomicon, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Videodrome. You're getting sucked into this videotape.
Fucking
and
far
it
out.
Feels like the words aren't wording. The math doesn't math. Nothing means anything. What is meaning? What is life? Why are we here?
Fuck, I hate homework. God damn it.
And you sit there and you sit here, and I need you to mark for me 2 lethal damage to your willpower.
Okay. It just hurts. Got it.
You just kind of hear yourself go, I don't know anything.
It's not as
Feels
shit
like-
makes any sense. It's the
Not about
worst. This is the worst fucking tutorial movie ever.
What is it that you do?
Fuck, I'm gonna eject the tape and pop the next one in. I mean, like obviously that one was complete shit. Not what I'm supposed to know or whatever. I just pop it out, put the next
How
one
much
in.
willpower do you have?
I have 2 left.
2 left.
But I also have Iron Will, so that helps me with rolls.
Okay. You need 3 successes.
So I've got 4 if with the Iron Will. So
Then that's fine. You just need to give me 3.
okay, all right. We're gonna get this done. This time, you can feel it. Okay, that's 1 success. So along with the 2 last time, it's a total of 3.
Okay. How many did you fail by?
I failed by 2. Yeah.
2. You take 2 more lethal.
Okay. All right. So not feeling so great now. Yeah. These tapes just hurt. I'm about ready to take my fucking sight to this VCR. Like it's not. This isn't me. Like I don't learn this way. It just hurts my brain, right? You know?
You find yourself on the floor.
Yeah.
Eyes have bled out something, your ears.
I mean, I am just back in school, like suffering now. It's just bringing back all kinds of bad memories. It's a nightmare.
Speaking of being back in school, you do find yourself in school.
Oh God.
And you see a friend of yours whose name you don't want to talk about,
No.
but he was a wrestler.
Yeah. Fuck that guy.
He kind of looks at you. Okay, dude. All right. So, how do you even know the people of this club? How are we going to get in?
Look, I was given some information and, you know, got an invite here, special, like, you know, A-list type of invite, like, you know, it's opening night. They're kind of handing them out. You know, I know a guy who knows a guy.
You know a guy.
I know a guy. What, you think I don't know people?
No, not really.
I mean, come on. You obviously don't know me very well. Like, I know a guy. Like, trust me. I'm just going to get us in. You let me handle this. I got it.
All right, cool. All right. All right. Well, I'll get the boys together. You say they got the card and everything ready for it?
Yeah. I got the card. You can tell, you know, Ryan and Vince, you know, get them together.
All right.
We're going to Mystique. I mean, that's where we're headed.
You say Mystique, and it brings you back to that night.
Yeah.
Flashes.
Oh my God. What a night it was.
You know, you guys performing various acts, tricks.
Mm-hmm.
You, for example, what was it that you had to do? If you can
Fire!
remember?
I did fire.
Fire dance, you did.
That's right.
Almost sinning yourself, but you did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Just like I almost caught on fire, but that was part of the act, right? You know, catching my sleeve on fire and everything. That was what it was all about. And Ryan, he did the blood stuff, and Vince did the stuff with the steel. Like it was a hell of a night. Mike was worthless.
Remember that night, you find yourself doing that trick with the fire. Yeah. And you set yourself on fire.
Yeah, it was pretty badass.
No one puts you out. And it covers everywhere.
Oh shit. Ah! Does it burn? I assume it burns. It burns.
It's horrific.
Fuck.
Yeah. That small singe that you had that last time, everywhere.
Immolated. Everything is immolated. Got it. Yeah. Setting the whole place on fire.
And you find yourself back in the classroom.
Fuck.
Hey,
Got blood.
So,
oh.
How do you know these people?
Well, they were with me. Like they were kind of like sort of kind of maybe friends, you know, high school. Sort of. Kind of like a gang, but not really. Just kind of hung out together.
Interesting. As we see that gentleman, Mike Haverty, show back up towards you. Okay, so
such an asshole.
How do you know? How do you know them? How do you know how to get in? They gave you an invite.
Oh, yeah. They gave me this card here. Like, you know, come down. You know, it's opening night, right? Came to me through my connections, right? Because I'm cool like that, right?
So you go back to the club that night
connected
with your compadres.
Yeah.
Get in.
Yeah.
You get several drinks in.
Yeah.
You realize one of them might have been off, and you find yourself, your throat burning,
Oh,
bubbling blood coming out,
fuck. Oh,
and you collapse.
oh, fuck. It's like get my ass handed to me in that cage match again.
And you find yourself waking up on the school floor.
Oh my god, why is this happening to me?
And it happens over and over
Oh,
and over. New scenario of death and
fuck.
betrayal. You see a wide brim hat, a man dressed in black,
Shit.
kind of looking down at you.
Yeah.
2 tapes in, and you're already fucked.
This is what happens to me on fucking homework. Getting fucking flashbacks and nightmare visions and everything else. Look at my face is covered in blood. Fuck.
You go to touch your face, and there's no blood.
Well, there was blood there. I mean, it felt like
Yeah,
blood.
I
I
figured
feel like my whole insides have been torn out. Fuck. I mean, damn.
I didn't hear from you for a while, so I figured, let me just go check.
Yeah.
You've been here for 50 years.
Fuck me. Oh, God. It feels like 50 years. What these tapes do to me? Oh, my God.
Looks at the tapes. Yeah, so that's why you should have read the book, because
Oh,
the
God.
tapes force knowledge into your little rabbit brain.
Oh, God. It hurts. Oh, God, it hurts.
Yeah, it be that way.
It's why it's like they didn't even know me, man. Like, you know, they expect me to fucking read the books first. God damn it. Oh,
Yeah, again, the
do you have some
tapes
fucking ibuprofen or something? I don't know. Some Advil? Jesus. Oh,
underworld.
oh God. Yeah, that's right. Fuck. They don't have any fucking drugs down here.
No, dude, what the?
Oh God. I'm sorry. My head's just pounding. I'm just like overloaded with knowledge right now. I guess it hurts.
Did you learn anything?
No.
Then you're not overloaded with knowledge. You are just you.
If you
Just
call me
dumber, I
stupid, I
guess.
swear. Oh my God. You know what? I'm not here for this. All right. I just need a little fucking help to understand these fucking tapes and I can be on my goddamn way. Okay. You know, like just a little assistance, right? You know, even back in school, they used to have like fucking tutors or something, you know, like I didn't go, but you know, like there's a service there that they offered, right? Shit, you know, like I can't, you can't do this book stuff. You're killing me here. Oh,
Yeah, you're the type who doesn't learn by actually learning. Okay, let me give you a clue.
okay.
Have you ever heard of owning up to your BS?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it
There
is. You
was
have.
yeah, 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 I have.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
kind
one
of a
you don't
theme for
learn.
me. I occasionally get visited by people who tell me that I did bad shit. Everybody does bad shit. I don't know why I'm being focused on here, you know. Just trying to make my way.
Well, that tends to happen. Seriously, did you not learn the whole dealing with forces? You can't lie to spirits or yourself.
I can't.
No.
Well, everybody else does. Why can't I?
You can't lie. That's the whole point of the craft is to find the truth of
Oh,
it's truth. That's the whole thing about necromancy. Okay. All right.
oh God. I'm trying to find my truth, right? I'm always searching for the truth, right? It just so happens that a whole lot of people get dead in the process, right? You know, I
Mm-hmm.
figured that was part of the necromancy, death magic shit. I mean,
That's part of it, but the other part is like being responsible. The whole responsibility part of this is kind of
I'm trying. Doesn't that count for something, right? You
just
know? A for
Did you
effort, that sort of thing.
You just try to speed run through like learning basic
Uh,
stuff. I don't
yeah,
see your-
yeah. They said I spent 10 fucking years up here, and now you're told, oh God, I feel like I'm 50 years older than that. I mean, I've been down here for like a century, right? You know, I figure speed run is kind of, I mean, I got to, in order to do something in the world, right? I got to get back in the world, and to do that, I need to hurry my ass up. But I just figured watching the VHS tapes would be the quicker way to do that. See my logic, right? There's logic there. Trying, doing my best. Right? I need your help. Can't you see I need your help? Like I'm just like, oh God, I'm a
drops
mess.
the heavy book on top of you.
Fuck! Ow! Damn! It's almost as bad as the fucking briefcase.
Read the book. Just
Ah,
read. You have
But it's
all
like
the time here.
5,000 pages long. Fuck! It take me forever to read this. You think I was bad with the tapes? Just wait till you see what this fucking book's gonna do to me.
What do you have better to do currently?
Am I immortal? I guess I am. Right? It'll take me 1,000 years, I'm telling you, to read this damn book. I'm telling you. I'm not a
Well,
fast
then-
reader.
Then that's you have. Okay, well, do you want to spend 10 years, 20, 30, 40 years just walking around, or
No,
be
no,
productive?
God. I'll read the fucking book. God damn. Oh, God. Pull it open, look at it. He's the very picture of like, he just does not want to do this at all. Like he's doing it because he feels like he absolutely has to, but he hates every moment of it. Just like, you know, but it's like, this is the way it's got to be. Stupid fucking books and everything. And
Roll for me. What this would be a good roll. Resolve and composure. Difficulty of 3. As you're sitting there,
that's 3.
3
Three.
successes.
Just barely got it.
You are able to focus, and you focus hard. And it starts to come to you. Yeah, you kind of did fuck up because some of the most basic stuff, you don't use the correct tools.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You've forgotten some of the stuff that the bully taught you, and you realize, oh wait, I haven't been using those tools either.
Yeah. I know blood, and I have my scythe. Those are tools. Yeah. But I
know, bones,
bones.
music.
Yes. That's right. Yeah, I've got that stuff too.
There's something about bells. There's a bunch of tools, and you
Yeah.
can pick those tools out yourself. But
Yeah.
you know you need them to actually do this stuff, and you have not been doing
All right.
any rights correctly. You haven't been reading rights. You've just been demanding.
I've just been demanding whole time.
Contracts. No
Yeah.
offers, no nothing. Just
Yeah. God damn. I've just been fucking it up from the start. All right. I'm going to do it right. This is my book of rights here. Yeah.
and when you get through that leather-bound book, it doesn't take you as long as you think. You think
Oh,
it's
that's
gonna take
awesome.
years. It feels like weeks rather than years. And you open up
Ama-
the notebooks.
I'm a faster reader now.
You realize notebooks are a lot easier when you actually know the basics of what you're doing instead of just winging it.
Yeah.
You have been.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. I don't like it, but I'm doing it.
Tell me, what is going through Scott's head as you're doing this?
He's a bit out of his element. He's a little surprised that he's actually able to do this. So he's finding himself surprised at himself for being able to even like comprehend and read and do this stuff and be able to put all this stuff together. It's like, okay, all right, I'm getting it. I'm understanding. Nobody showed me any of this, but I'm getting it now. And he's seeing the the algebra here, the equation come together, symbols and the rights and blood and music and all of it. It's just like coming together in some kind of black metal symphony. So yeah, it's kind of what it's not something he was ever prepared for. This is totally taking him by surprise, but in a good way.
You learn some terminology
Yeah.
like psychopomp.
Yeah, I know that one.
You know the bare minimum. And you realize where you are is called the Deep Umbra.
Ah, yes.
You're in a void.
Hmm.
Death void, but you're in some sort of void immensely.
Deep in the underworld. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing you realize in your studies is that the term Anakim,
Anakim?
Anakim,
That one is completely alien to me. Yeah. No idea.
because you've learned it's what happens when a mage merges with a psychopomp.
Oh, right. Me and Thanatos forget together forever. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can manipulate souls and
That's right.
kill demons and things like that.
I'm badass.
You are your friend who has not given you his name. He shows up every so often, kind of points out where you get a few things wrong. He just points.
He's the guy in the black wide brim hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of points a few things out to you. Yeah. No, don't use wrong symbols. Don't use that one.
Right. Yeah. He's like my death metal angel sitting on my shoulder.
Kind of. Yeah. Every so often he'll leave alcohol and food and
Yeah.
stuff, which you don't really need to eat, but it's kind of like a great feeling to do so.
Yeah. Keeps me true to myself. Yeah.
He just looks over your work. Yeah, no, Scott, no. If you're gonna use a bell, you cannot just. No, you cannot use a school bell. That's just not gonna work.
Yeah. Well, like a funeral bell, right? Like
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So like a low, like for whom the bell tolls and whatnot. Yeah. Got it.
Also, you need a skull. You need a skull or something to push the thing in.
Hey, you know what? I take heads off all the time. So the first head I come across, I'll just use it.
Cool.
I can pick one of those up. Easy peasy.
He then points out to one thing, and he looks, kind of squints. You recognize his handwriting as bullies in one of the notebooks.
Oh. Yeah.
Ooh, blood.
I remember that
Ooh,
guy.
Gore. I've seen some dark stuff, but this is as dark as it gets.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's bad news.
Well, he was a student of mine at one point.
I mean, I didn't have problems with a lot of dark shit, but that guy, bad news.
He's not. He's kind of a puppy when you really get to know him.
I've gotten to know him. The puppy is not what I would describe him as. No.
I mean, I wouldn't describe any of you. What are you guys calling yourselves now? Are you Thanatos? Last time I checked.
Yeah. Or at least I was. I mean, I occasionally fight with them, like argue with them. I don't know. They sometimes kick me out, bring me back. It's a complicated relationship. Yeah.
Kind of takes a big puff of cigarette. You got kicked out, brought back, and then kicked out again. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
There was.
That. Well, when you go back, you won't have those problems. I'll let you know that.
Yeah. Good. Okay. That's cool, man. Thanks for doing a solid for me there. Like, yeah, you're
Oh
on my
no,
side. I can tell.
no, not on your side. One, I just don't want you effing up a good thing out there, and also making so much noise.
I'm sorry. I'm just loud. That's kind of how I roll. I'm just loud. I'll try to be quieter. All right. I'll try. I can't promise anything because it's kind of against my whole thing. Like metal is loud, right? And so the quiet stuff is harder. But I will try. I'll try to muffle my footsteps.
You're gonna have to learn how to acquire the stuff because you're too loud. Everyone knows your stuff. They can hack and slash it, as it were.
Ooh. Yeah,
Disassemble.
that's not good. Yeah.
Counter. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So quiet. Got it.
Quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
You're gonna fuck up as soon as I send you back. Anyways, you've been here for 99 years, 9 days, 9 hours, and going on 9 minutes and 9 seconds.
He pulls out his mirror. Just like looking at it, like just to make sure, like, am I like an old man now, or am I still me?
You look the same.
Okay, all right. Puts a shard of like mirror back. Got it. Okay. It's like a broken piece of mirror. It's not like a pocket mirror. It's just like a broken piece of mirror that he looks at himself from time to time on. So yeah.
For the first time ever, you see him take the hat off, kind of scratches his head. You see what looks to be like dog ears sit up top, and he puts the hat back down.
It's with the
well,
with the
I
dog
didn't
ears.
ask you about what's with the face.
Okay, fair. Okay, all right, cool. You got dog ears. I got all this. I get it.
Jackal, they're regal jackal ears, you jackass. They're not dog ears.
Okay. Jackal ears. Cool. Jackals are cool. I've got it.
I'm not like. You're lucky I'm helping you and not just feeding you to the Cerberus out there.
I am lucky.
Yeah.
I'm lucky to have you on my side, right? I know I'm not always.
Absolutely not, because as soon as you leave and go back upstairs to do what you got to do, I am betting against you.
Ah, dude, that's harsh. You're gonna lose that way, though. All right. You see. You should bet on me, right? Because that's where the long odds are, right? You're gonna win big by
You
betting
just
on me.
learned the basics of what you're supposed to be doing as far as magic, and you want me to bet on you.
I am going to rock so hard. Yeah,
Sure, I've seen your opponents. You're gonna
Yeah.
rock
that's right.
like a pebble in the ocean.
Yeah, and you're going to be able to take everyone's money because you bet on black here. Yeah, you bet on me. Like I'm.
Yeah, you're definitely not what I consider betting on black, but whatever makes you feel better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go.
No. Okay, it's been real, right? How do I get back in touch with you when I need to read more of these books, right?
You can just take the damn thing.
Okay, cool. Got it. Solid. All right, I got you. All right, now, which way do I go?
And you just watch as he just carves a finger on what looks to be like space in reality.
He's making a portal. I got this. He's like paying attention now. It's like he's laser focused on this stuff.
Well, you're lucky I got to you before the werewolves did. So
Yeah. Although, you know what? Wearing a werewolf would be kind of cool.
yeah, you just started learning your magic again. I probably would not want to bet that. No.
Next time, I'll be wearing a
Absolutely not.
werewolf.
dead. I can see that.
Yeah.
Now, those are your pair of keys.
Got him. Skeleton keys. Got him.
Maxwell left them for you.
Okay. All right.
Don't ask me where they go.
I don't know where they go either, but I'm sure they go somewhere. I'll figure it out. I'm good like that. Yeah.
Cool, whatever. Oh, one last
Hey,
thing.
what's your name? You never gave me your name.
And I don't plan on it.
Ah, come on. How are we ever supposed to what am I supposed to tell everybody else? Like you just everybody's neighborhood jackal guy, helped me out. Like
No,
you're my bud.
We're not buds.
We're teammates.
You're
Yeah.
a Thanatos bud. Not mine.
Ah, okay. Well, give it time. Right.
Which, by the way, I'm sending you back because I don't want him asking questions. So,
Yeah, you don't want him asking questions. He can ruin your day.
I'm not afraid of Thanatos of all people.
You should be. Yeah.
Please, we've been around almost the same amount of time. I'm not afraid of Thanatos.
Hey, listen, you should be. You can't count him out. He's like me. You just about the time you think you have us figured out, and then we surprise you. Boom! You lose your head.
Who do you think beat Thanatos the last time he pulled his little stunts?
It's probably a bad day. We all get them.
I've done it 12 times.
Oh, damn. Okay, well, I've lost 2. It happens to the best of us. Have you ever lost? I'm sure you have.
Never.
Well, shit. There's a first time for everything then,
He just pulled open the opening to reality.
All right, man. It's been real. Thanks for the book. Thanks for the lessons. Pats him on the shoulder. Keep in
Good
touch.
luck, though.
Yeah.
Stay away from the green and red one.
Green and red one. Got it.
It just pushes you out, and you find yourself almost falling out of the sky.
Ah!
You find yourself at an apartment. It's 2 blocks away from your old digs. You can see that they're rebuilding some stuff.
Okay. The apartment, the neighborhood's getting redone. It's been 100 years, just about, rounding up.
You look, and you see on the billboard the time, because you can always tell what the time was. You realize you've been gone for 6 months.
Time is fucked up. I still don't have that figured out. Okay, all right. Gone for 6 months. Okay, so it's not like Back to the Future or anything. It's okay. All right. How's my club doing?
That's the first thing you notice. It's gone. That lot has been bulldozed over, and it looks like they've been planning some new development.
It's probably for the best, really. The whole thing collapsed after what Tiffany did to it.
You do see that on one of the signs that there's a new club being built in that area.
What's the name of the club?
That's the thing that gets you. It's called the Neon Gore.
Audience, I'm not drunk enough for that.
Okay.
First thing you
That's
do
an-
see, though, is with that being built up, billboards of someone running for office. You see a few memorials for a few events that have happened. You don't know what. You do see a van. Blue flames spread on the side of it, skull on it,
Nice. This is my kind of van.
and the license plate says the cleaner.
Fuck, this is my van. This is my van. Stroll right up to it, pop in one of those keys, Open it up. I know exactly what I'm doing.
You go, jump in,
Yep.
and
Start it right up.
start it right up. You just start driving. It's like instinctual. You know where to go.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I got the cleaner van now. Yeah, the cleaner mobile. Blue flames. Back in style, baby.
You head over to that club,
Yeah.
the Neon Gore. Your keystone starts going off.
Okay. Getting a call. Got it. Gonna pick it up.
You pick it up, and then all you hear is the following.
Entry 55514.
55514.
Entry 55514 found. Recalculating. Searching.
Okay.
Hello, Scott Travers. Great to see you again.
Hello? He's like talking into it. Just has no idea what's going on.
We've been trying to get your attention. You've been missing. We've been looking for you.
I've been busy. You know, I had other shit to do. Who's this?
Location found. Entry into competition. Set. Please head to location Neon Gore for more information.
On my way. Scott Travers reporting in.
With that, you get a notification, and you can see a map being drawn on your windshield.
That's cool. Yeah. It's all
Kinda-
augmented reality and shit.
Yeah. Oddly enough, it looks like you're starting to see like how many miles it'll take to get there, and you know it's just around the block.
Yeah.
You just gotta make a U-turn, turn a few rights, and then you're there.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
You find yourself at a familiar club, really. The one where your friend was, with the round hat. You realize you have to go down the stairs to get there.
Okay. That's fine. I can do that. Yeah. Gonna head down those steps.
As you do this, we cut to someone else, briefly. Someone we haven't seen in a while. Nix,
Hello.
we haven't seen you in a while.
What's a month, couple months, couple days, couple hours, couple years? It's all relative time.
For you, with all your weeks of building your stuff up, getting into your magic, getting into building a house, we cut back to where we last left off. You got an invitation to a club called the Neon Gore.
They'll look it over, look the envelope. On one hand, most likely a death trap. On the other hand, refuse the invitation to a death trap and appear weak. They'll look at it. What's a little death threats to spice up in the morning? They'll cancel any lessons they were planning to teach the young ones. They will make a point to have a little chat with Ryan before they go. They'll
Okay.
pull him aside. I have a meeting to attend. While
Okay,
I'm
boss.
gone, interim, but you are to lead any issues, problems, situations, or concerns that happen in my absence for the next 3 hours. I
All
trust your
right, done.
judgment.
3 hours. That's nothing.
Remember, our enhanced protocols are in place since we got that announcement.
I got you.
Also, make sure to check on Timothy and Jane. I think they had a bit of a squeamish time since we went through corpse dissections to liken human corpses to mechanical models. They haven't
Yeah,
quite been the same since. Go check in on
right.
them if you can.
I got you. Say no more. He heads downstairs quickly as
They'll
possible.
they'll call after them. And if Father Genovese comes in while I'm out, please do distract him until I come back.
Yeah, after your whole little back and forth about the logic, I don't think he's coming back anytime soon.
You never know. And Nyx will straighten themselves up. They'll take a look at their quote Crimson Knights. Only one of you. Let's go. And they
I don't
will
know.
they will make their way. Is the club relatively close? Like, would it be reasonable to justify on foot, or would they absolutely need a ride?
It's not that you absolutely need a ride. It's just it just be a lot simpler and a lot quicker just to drive there.
Yeah, may as well. They'll only take one of the mannequins with their creations on it, but they will go ahead and go.
And you're able to do that. You get in and you drive over to Neon Gore, which you haven't been keeping up with like the news of what's happening and what has been happening in the city. You've been mostly focusing on your own task, but you kind of realize as you were driving, you noticed that Scott's Club that's been torn down.
Surprised it took this long.
Um, your old apartment has also been renovated, so to speak.
But you can only have so many incidences in a club before it needs to renovate.
You see a few things that catch your eye. A group of guys in motorcycle jackets with blue flames on them. And they're just walking up and down the sidewalk. Um, in the center of them is a white haired individual who kind of tall, kind of wiry in muscle stature, um, wearing a pair of sunglasses. You recognize him.
Stop the car,
Okay.
and they'll stop the car right by them. They'll roll down the window and look out and see if they recognize Nyx.
Let me just roll a quick thing. Rolling, rolling, rolling.
And this is the part, everyone, where Nyx has to immediately dodge gunfire. Don't worry, it's fine.
You don't have to dodge gunfires. Ashton kind of looks over at you. Doesn't really clock you though. It's kind of like that glance of like, I think I recognize you, but not really. But his focus is whatever's happening down the street with his boys.
Perchance, what is down the street they seem focused on?
Uh, a few bars and clubs, restaurants. More specifically, you know that where they're probably headed is Desi's bar.
They'll pause, they'll think about it, and then they'll call out just as the car starts to go off. Tell Desi the Red Weaver says hello, and they'll roll the window up.
I'll make a note of that.
The most panic-inducing thing any storyteller across any system can tell you, audience.
So you do that. You head over to the Neon Gore.
Oh, absolutely. If they got an invitation, it'd be rude not to show up.
You're able to go there. First thing you see is you see like two motorcycles outside of what looks to be like a electric charging station from Tron.
They'll take a couple pictures on their phone for Ryan, even if they can't glean anything useful out of it. It may give them some ideas for their own work. And if you lead a house, sometimes you got to be the point of inspiration for other people.
That's true. You see a van with a blue flame on it, and on the back of it, on the license plate, it says the cleaner.
I know it's not him. He's been gone for months. Well, weeks. Just out of curiosity, they will reach in their pocket, pull out their phone. They've had Scott's soul number. They texted once or twice to see if anything popped up. Nothing ever really did, from as far as they know. But they will give it a call and just see what happens. Put them on speaker.
Scott, what is your answer machine?
Yo, you've reached Scott, the cleaner, Travers. Leave a message.
Yeah, I figured as much. They'll hang up, put the phone back in their pocket. Well, if it's a fight someone wants, I'm more than ready. Come. And they've dressed the Crimson Knights where going in public, either someone's going to think they are the weirdest, like, lanky looking human around, or they're going to think there's some advanced animatronic. But it's just a couple flicks of the finger.
You do that. And as you try to get your guy inside, because you do see the stairwell leading downward to get inside, you notice that your knight stops at the first step.
They'll look back. Can't be simple. All right. Let's see what you have here. They'll pull out a different set of sunglasses with a different set of runes. And they're going to do magic. Nothing too crazy. They just want to see if there's any sort of barrier made out of prime energy that affects the material plane.
I'm not even going to make you roll for this. You do see that. But you see the type of wards that you haven't seen in a while. This is anti-magic. This is a word against any magic being used.
Broad spectrum. Either they expect someone powerful, or they expect a lot of people, different varieties. Or both. Very well.
You do get a warning on your keystone, and it's loud when you first hear it.
Weapons of any magical kind are not allowed on the premises. Repeat, weapons of any magical kind are not allowed on the premises.
If that were the case, no mage would be allowed here. They'll gesture and put the knight in waiting by the car. Simple defensive maneuvers, but nothing that they can do advanced.
And he does that. You go over to this. you take that first step on steps, and then you realize, yeah, there's no magic any point further. It's grounded. It's hard in reality, and whatever reality this is a reality where magic does not exist. At least that's what you can think. It's kind of what you feel.
Hmm. They transfer the entire plane to somewhere where magic does exist, or do they alter the forces in this plane? And Nyx will just keep considering it as they keep going. They have enough skills to where if they need to, they can at the very least get out of the situation if they need magic.
Yeah, you keep going downstairs, and you see a lot of posters and flyers for a bunch of dead bands and people who haven't done music in a while, and graffiti, different gangs. But one thing catches your eye, and you see a flyer for Tiffany's band.
They'll look at it. Don't know what happened to you, but you at least had the vision. And they'll keep going.
You keep going and going. Finally, you walk on through the doors. Um, you hear it's jazzy almost. It's got that rock element to it, like something out of a blues club. Everything is sketched in purples and reds and blues and greens. It's neon, but it's that soft neon, soft lighting of a club. Um, it looks closed. There's not a lot of people here, with the exception of maybe one or two other people. Um, you can tell they look like they work here. See them cleaning tables, cleaning the floor. There's a bartender at the base of the club. Not many people are here.
Out of the people that are here, are there any they recognize?
No.
Well, when in a social setting, it's rude not to socialize. They'll go right to the bar wherever the most people are at and order a drink.
Uh, you see the bartender. They're very tall, big, muscular. You see a muscular woman kind of cleaning up a few places around. The gentleman beside them, also muscular, very built, putting stuff away. Um, kind of turn back to you. They put down a drink that it's almost as if they read your mind. They knew exactly what drink you were looking for. If you want, you can describe it.
A surprisingly masked drink. A whiskey sour with a little extra lime wedge on it. Nothing too fancy, but strong enough to get the job done.
And it's there, and it's perfect down to like the bitter, the sweet, how much ice is in it. Even the wedge is fresh, and you just like, how did they know to make this?
Mastering magic. So magic only goes towards people working here. Noted.
Oh,
And they'll
we don't
take
have
a
any
drink.
magic.
For guests only or for anyone here?
For anyone, any really. This is kind of like how do you call it? Sacred ground. Sacred ground. Um, as you look at the fella, he is this very light-skinned, red-headed man. You notice that his eyes are these pale green eyes. The woman, she's Indian, um, has golden henna going down her arms. Um, the man kind of looks back at you. Yeah. Well, neither one of us or any one of the staff can do magic, so we can do magic even before coming here. And yes, we know about magic.
Do they look alive?
Let me see. You can give me, I guess, wits and awareness, difficulty of 3, or if
Oh
you have
lord.
something that can detect it. I mean,
There's no magic allows, or at the very least, even capable. So at the moment,
yeah,
they'll just give wits and awareness. Quiet is at 1, difficulty 3. That is 3 successes.
yeah, they're very much alive. There's something not magical about them, but there's something you can tell there's something more, but it's not like werewolf because you know that you've been around that for months now, so you know how that works. You've seen vampires, you know how that works. You know of the mages, but you can't get a readout on these guys. You just know they're alive.
They squint. Not them, not them, not them. Who else is left?
You're Nick
Are-
Savant, correct?
Correct?
Upstairs. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna go and remember that. I just know whatever you got to go pick up is upstairs.
If I may ask, who exactly sent my invitation? It's rude to answer a guest with, or answer a host without knowing who invited me.
He points to the keystone, and then the young lady kind of moves over. Uh, don't ask us the name because we don't know the name. We're given a name. In fact, the bossman is not even allowed to be here on the premises when you guys come to pick up your stuff.
So someone incompatible with mages. Noted. Thank you for the drink. And they look like they want to ask more, but they'll just go upstairs. If they're not willing to give out too much information or not able to, no point in pestering them too much for now.
Yeah, and if you want to roll insight, you can probably tell if they're what's going up with them. But
Oh, absolutely.
yeah, give me what's an insight difficulty of 3 again.
Roger, Roger. I made the same mistake DeVere's been making, and I forgot to add the bot. It's totally fine, y'all. It's not fine because we failed with only 2 successes, but it is fine that we got the dice rolling. So that is a failure.
You can't tell. You just know you're not going to get any answers from this group.
Eh. There's always other ways to get answers. But they'll go upstairs and see what they're exactly picking up.
You go upstairs, make your way. It's not that many steps. It's a spiral staircase, but it leads you to the next floor over. And you look and you see a few other folks kind of piling around. It's about maybe 10 others, but they don't seem like they're going to the designated area that you normally would. In fact, these guys kind of look like they're having their own little separate business meeting.
Is there any individuals in this group that they recognize?
Oddly enough, no.
They'll make notes of anyone who looks excessively unusual for later reference, but they're not going to take too much time out of it.
Wits and awareness, difficulty of 4.
Oh, Lord. It's fine, everyone. It is totally, absolutely, completely, utterly, totalitarianly fine. It's a weird word to put it, but you know what? It's a word that works. And, well, it's not a paradoxical failure, but it is 0 successes.
Okay. You are able to see nothing. except that these guys just look like they came out of whatever business meeting that they have. Um, a mixture of guys, gals, non-binary pals. They just all look like the sort of business folk that just came out of a good meeting, and that they're all trying to get their stuff together.
Yeah. Too boring to really think about.
Yeah. The most interesting thing, though, is in the next room, you see an individual, um, tall, kind of muscular, something skeletal about their face, but you can't see it closely. But you recognize the individual, Scott. Um, you come up first. You haven't seen anyone except the group of business folks, the number of suits.
Not my crowd.
Not your crowd. Um, you do realize that someone has set out a code one specifically for you.
Hmm.
The guys downstairs at the bar didn't even acknowledge your existence. In fact, ignored you when you tried to ask questions and just sent you upstairs.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys. You try to ask them about the club, like what happened in the area. They didn't want to be bothered.
They don't have anything to say to me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's the atmosphere is familiar. You even thought that you might have gone back to the Underworld Club.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was getting those vibes. You know, this is disturbingly familiar, and he would try to make sure that he's not actually been dropped there again. Like you know, in whatever mundane way he could. You know, in the sense of like, he just wants to make sure he's not back there again.
With an awareness difficulty of 3.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of hard to do it like a mundane thing to be like,
Am I chilling in the underworld?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Just just checking it
Also-
out, just making sure.
1 second, player has to use restroom, but I'll be right back. Scott can get all the details they want about this little meeting.
Did you say difficulty 3?
Yes.
That's 3 successes.
You're able to tell you're not back underworld or wherever
No.
that whole old world was.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. So he's looking around, carrying his beer in his hand and, heading upstairs.
You do see a few things though when you get into the room.
Okay.
You don't see names, but you see panels.
Panels.
Panels, like
Okay.
electronic panels. One of which you recognize from your keystone, and you can.
So are these
tell-
like panels with like knobs and switches on them or anything? Or they're just like, can you describe them a little bit more for me?
Sorry, it's even weird for your storyteller to describe. They're square. You would think they're like whiteboard, only they're chrome.
Okay.
You just see your symbol on it.
Got it.
So that's a panel for you. But you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
actually know what it does. You just can see it and it glows.
Can I make a technology roll there, perhaps?
Yeah, difficulty of
Okay.
5.
Yeah. This is going to be fun. Should it be wits, intelligence? What am I looking at here?
I'm going to say resolve, only because
Resolve.
resolve and technology.
Got it. Difficulty 5?
Yeah.
Okay. This is going to be spectacular. Oh, that's 2 successes.
You definitely cannot tell what this thing does.
Shit, fuck. It's just like this damn gauntlet, this keystone thing, just he's got a vague enough understanding that it matches things he's seen and beyond that it's just a mystery. Yeah.
you get closer to it, and all you hear is a voice come out of your keystone.
Registered. Scott Travers. Synchronizing keystone now.
Yo, where am I supposed to be going? It's like tapping it and everything.
As you do this, Nix, you can see Scott, and you know it's Scott now by the voice and the actions.
Yeah.
And whatever he's doing with this panel, you think maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. You can never tell with Scott, but this is definitely your person.
Yeah. God damn electronic.
It's not
Bullshit.
going to respond to you poking at it like a toddler trying to learn how to use a play telephone for the first time.
Whoa,
Scott.
hey, next. Whoa, hey, it's good to see you. It's been forever. It's been like months or years or even centuries. I don't know. Time is all fucked up for me. How have you been? He's gonna like come over with like a beer in the hand, just like, hey.
They'll hold their whiskey sour. It's been 3-4 months. What are you talking about centuries for?
I was shit. If you know what I've been through and the places I've been to, like it's just it's been actual fucking years in hellish underdimensions and deep umbras and places you never want to be, watching VCR tapes that suck away your soul and conscience and everything. It's been hell on me, man. But I made it back, like I always do.
What is it with this startling trend of every time we see each other after any extended period of time, you're crawling back from some sort of underworld, metaphorically or literally?
This is my path. This is where I find myself. I find myself in these fucked up places, right? You know, like alternate dimensions and fucking underworlds and shit. Like, you know, this is the path of Scott Travers, right?
And you can't take a few detours that are a little bit more healthy for you?
I don't do healthy, man. I just never been able to. It's just not my thing, right? Now, did you see the cool ass fucking van out back? Yeah.
That's yours?
The blue flames, the cleaner. Yeah. Moving up in the world, right?
So to confirm, you are the cleaner.
I am the fucking cleaner. I'm the fucking cleaner. Did you not know that? I'm like famous. Everybody
Noted.
knows that.
I'll make a note for that for later for my people. Would you please explain to me why you're playing with a chrome plate on the wall?
Because it spoke to me.
Nix will lean over and look at the plate.
It's got my symbol on it and everything, man. It's speaking to me. Yeah.
Nix, you do see one with your symbol on it, but you don't see where the panel is talking to Scott, though.
It was just talking a minute ago. I'm not hearing things. This is, you know me. I wouldn't know how to make this thing talk if you paid me. Like I don't do that shit. Like remember all the emails I had backed up on this shit. Like I didn't even know. Right? Everybody accused me of holding shit back, and I didn't even know they were in there. So yeah, I'm just telling you what the thing was speaking to me a minute ago. I was like registered. That's what it said.
Scott, for once, your past track record of incompetence is what saves you in this situation.
Yeah, okay, all right. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm spitting facts here. Like, it's just like that's.
Oh, I didn't say anything untoward. I just spoke the truth as well.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So you know this thing is talking to me. It's probably going to talk to you too. You need to go up there and push it or something.
Let's see what happens. And Nix will approach the one that has their house's symbol on it. They'll hold the keystone up to it, thinking, you know what? Screw it. Why not?
Nick Savant, registered.
Define events registration is for.
Story information. Event registered for Battle Royale. Competitors 4 and 5 have officially registered.
Define contestants number 4 and 5.
Contestants number 4, Scott Travers. Contestant number 5, Nick Savant.
Next, we'll look back at Scott.
Did you get it to work?
Now, what in the hell have you gotten me involved into, Scott?
I just came back, man. Like, I just came back. And I have a van now, and we're registered for some kind of contest. Like, I'm glad you understand this shit, because this is a little above my pay grade. So, like, I'm just saying, like, I punched this thing, I tapped on it, and it spoke to me. That's what I'm saying.
You both see an individual kind of pop up in what looks to be like a hologram on the other side of the room towards the two of you, and they start to move over. They are wearing what looks to be like a velvet suit.
Scott's gonna like move his hand in and out of the hologram.
The individual does not really pay you no mind and just kind of sidesteps you. Nick Savant, Scott Travers. Hello, hi. Great to finally meet the two of you.
It's a bit rude to meet us knowing our names and we don't know yours. Why don't you introduce yourself?
I am, and they point to your keystone. You can call me the keystone.
Wait, you're this thing, but you're out
Yes.
here. But our keystones are different colors, aren't they?
Yes, they're different colors.
You're the main operating system.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
For once,
So this
I
is
wish
like
I
a
had Kira
program.
here.
It's like a computer program. This is like Star Trek or some shit.
I have no reference to what you're talking about, but
Well,
I
that's
am
a
the
must
operating
try there.
system. I am registered to assist you on all of your combative, informational, and otherwise organizational needs.
Shit, we got an AI assistant here. Yeah. He's still waving his hand through the hologram.
Nix will look at Scott like a parent looking at a kid, like, what the fuck are you doing? But they won't say anything for a moment. Finally, they'll kind of look to the hologram. Any organizational information would be kept confidential to each contestant, correct?
That is correct. So while your names do pop up, we do not send out any information, personal information.
Define the difference between personal and general information.
General information is your name and if you appear on the map. Otherwise, we don't give any information. So we don't say who your family is or who you work for or any stuff like that.
You mentioned a map. Do you give our GPS coordinates?
Only during competitional hours.
What's this fucking competition we're in?
Did you not read the emails?
Can't believe this fucking guy. All right.
Once
No.
I have to agree with Scott. I've been preoccupied, so to speak. Please define this exact competition that you're speaking of.
They disappear from in front of you and then they kind of walk around you. The room kind of shifts. The mirrors behind you guys, the mirrors in the windows, they can become tinted and they start to play a holograph video, and the whole room shifts to where you guys look to be like you're in a cathedral. Some used to call this the Grail Wars. Some used to call this the The battle for power. We like to call this the Ascension Wars.
The Ascension Wars.
Dramatic.
Um, uh, you understand the situation that's happened recently. A few entities have been released.
Oh yeah. All kinds of shit has been released.
Allegedly.
When that happens, this becomes an automatic thing. It used to be, well, before it was shut down a few years ago. This used to be a common thing every decade or two. Yeah, every decade, 2 decades. I'm sorry, I don't really have that much information on past wars.
So shit gets released, and a competition begins.
Pretty much. Think of this as like one big ritual to close everything off, if you will.
Close it off.
A self-containing feedback loop.
Kinda like a
Nick,
think
you
of it
gotta
like
speak
a
English here, okay? Self-containing feedback loop. What?
sealing ritual, if you really want to call it that.
So we're gonna seal these things back where they came from, basically.
You can say that.
So we're on the team. It's like a
Scott will
team
give
effort.
a sideways glance to Scott.
Um, you are your own individual. There's an entity tied to all of you.
Oh, I know about mine. Yeah. He's got to look over at Nick's super badass mine is. Yeah.
And who would that be exactly?
Oh, mine? Oh,
Am
yeah.
I referring to anyone else?
I just, like I thought maybe you were talking to the hologram there for a second.
They're the operating system, not a competitor.
Well, mine is like super badass. He's just like he's trying to remember the word. Well, he's just super badass is what I've got to say. He's just like just death metal all the way down.
Noted.
You don't need to worry about him. We're tight.
Well,
We
I
got
feel
the
that
whole
Scott.
energy going.
if I can come in for just a moment, Paternity, you don't have information that will be pertinent to either one of you about your individual statuses, but I do say that you are technically competitors the moment you put that machine on.
Competitors. No. Nix and I are on the same team. We go way back.
Well, there can only be technically one winner, but from past games, from what I've seen, people have been known to partner up. So,
Yeah,
sure.
see?
If there's only technically one winner, but every person is tied to an entity, wouldn't that make the winner a pair? Unless you're suggesting that the entity does something to the host, if you will.
Nix, you see that their eyes turn green, then blue, then purple, and then back to being blue. Unfortunately, I do not understand the question.
Disregard inquiry.
Blue, then green, and then finally red now.
It pissed him off.
Sometimes you have to piss people off to get what you want, Scott. I've learned that the hard way since you've been on.
So have I. That's straight truth. I get that. I've been doing that for most of my life.
To close off what was made unholy, what was made unreal, what unbinded reality must be fixed. Blood spilled, sacrifices made.
I'm down with that. Sounds metal. Blood and sacrifices and shit. I'm here for that.
Sacrifices have to be
Registration.
made.
Nix. Registration's got information about entities. All competitors have made a deal with the entity, willingly or otherwise.
Inquiry. Does database show whether deals with entities are voluntary or no per competitor?
Don't understand.
Fuck. Well, Scott, it looks like we have a situation on hand.
You both
I'd
have
say,
contracts.
where's my contract?
Scott, if you're here at this point, I'm willing to bet that your contract was verbal, but they consider that just as binding as if it was written.
Well, it was probably better off that it was verbal. I've had to read a lot in the past 100 years. It's not
Do
good.
tell.
He holds up the fucking book. You see this shit? Yeah, I've had this chained around my fucking waist, right? You know, like this damn thing. You know, this is like fucking 20 pounds. This is like it's all locked up and shit. Like, you know, it's like I mean, this is like my forever homework here. Yeah. Puts it back.
Storyteller, I'm going to make an assumption. Based on our wisdom tracker, since Nyx has, not to spill exact numbers, but a lot more hubris than wisdom, that Nyx is going to want to flex at this moment.
Sure.
Nyx is going to look at the book, look at Scott, look at the book, look at Scott. You know, learning magic by the book is well and fine for people who enjoy that particular style of learning, but perhaps a practical version of magic is more suited for others. Which camp do you find yourself in?
If it doesn't involve reading a whole big old thick book. I mean, I was told I had to do this, right? Like, you know, whether I wanted to or not. This wasn't my first choice. This is something I was given that I had to do. So, yeah, it's kind of required. But I mean, if I look, man, I got a major migraine from watching the VHS tapes. All right, like I don't want to do that again. Okay, I'm with you on the practical camp, but I'm stuck with the book.
You both hear like a loud beep, and then almost like a loud alarm. It's like ear piercing and ear rattling, and then it cuts
Shit.
off.
What was that all about?
Sorry, the main operator, not me, operating system, but the actual main operator, seemed to want to leave you a message.
Oh, that's a horrible fucking alarm for a message or whatever. Couldn't they just, I don't know, tell you to give it to us? Anyways, what's
Play
the
the
message?
message.
Hey there, happy campers. Hey there, kids. It's your favorite radio DJ here. Wanting to make sure that my favorite people got their gifts. Make sure they came and registered.
We're all registered, man.
Sounding good over there. How you doing over there, Nick? So, sorry about the whole engagement thing. That kind of sucks.
Scott knows enough to know that this kind of sets Nick's off a little bit, so he's kind of like, going,
Oh yeah, it's definitely setting Nyx
Yeah,
off to the
yeah.
point where I need to make a roll.
yeah.
Scotty boy, we thought you were dead. You went off the grid there.
You know
Thought you were
what?
permanent this time.
That's right. That's right. You thought wrong because I'm back, like I always am. I always come back. I'm harder to kill than a fucking roach.
Roaches are remarkably easy to kill once you take the proper precautions.
Shut up! Don't tell him that.
Your friend was already here to register. Thought that it would have come with you, but apparently not.
So, for the first time in a while, Nyx has actually succeeded at this role, so they choke down the immediate response to the mention of their engagement and just kind of look to the OS. Define identity of the sender of this message.
AI kind of blinks, eyes turn red, then turns purple, then turns blue, then green, then blue, then back to red. DJ Loud on 1037 Jam. Nix, you know this radio station. It was the one that was playing those weird commercials for unicorn puffs or unicorn poops. It was also the weird one that was playing all the psychiatric medicine calm. They were promoting a lot of the calm pills. Also, they were the ones who were promoting Leather and Lace Night at Scott's Club.
They'll make a mental note. My engagement is its own business.
You don't hear a word, but you do hear the door behind both of you open, and a veiled figure. You can't really see a face or even really a body structure, but they're holding something. Two slabs. The slabs, one is red, the other is blue. And they put the red one in front of you, Nix, and the blue one in front of Scott.
Okay.
Please don't tell me this is a gravestone. I am not fucking Scrooge talking to the ghost of Christmas future.
So, I'm sorry. Could you describe it one more time?
It's a slab. It's just like a thick piece of stone that's blue. It's glossy. There's nothing on it, and it's placed in front of you, a blue one.
I can't use it. I can't use any kind of magic to kind of look at it or anything.
No, you can tell magic doesn't work here because whenever you try to use any of your spirit thingies,
Yeah.
nothing happens.
Yeah. So, is there a way for me to decipher what this is or the nature of it in a more mundane way?
Intelligence and occult or intelligence and technology both will be a difficulty of 5.
Got it.
At the same time, Nyx is more interested in who brought it in. They'll kind of look at him.
Insight difficulty of 5 or wits and awareness difficulty 5. Either one. Just tell me which one you're rolling, and you get 2 different results.
We will go for awareness since that gives us a chance to succeed without a critical. And to be honest, a critical at this moment would risk a paradoxical critical, which is great, but also fucking horrifying at this moment. But that is a failure either way. So, we tried.
What type of failure?
It's not paradoxical failure. It's just
Okay.
normal failure.
Yeah, you don't recognize this person at all. There's nothing discernible about them. Not even gender. You just can't tell anything about this person. They just slide their whatever this is in front of you.
I can't tell what it is. It's just a slab.
It's just a slab.
What is this for?
Unless your time somewhere else has dulled you, Scott, I'm willing to bet that this is for us.
But what is it for?
You tell me.
I'm asking the AI.
That's not how you talk to a computer.
Or you can just call me operating system or Sal.
Sal?
Noted.
Sal, what's this for? He's not paying attention to the way Nyx talks to it at all.
Summoning stone.
And what does that do?
Occultist is used to summon entity with that.
Sal, define originator of requests for summoning stone.
Unfortunately, that information has been classified.
Define user who has classified said information.
And it takes, you can see their face, and it's weird to see an AI person, a holographic person at that, try to make facial expressions to search out the command. Privilege not granted.
Define qualifications to be privileged for information.
Admin level.
Define qualifications to be considered admin.
Registrant of competition.
Both of us here are registrants of this competition. Are we not therefore admin?
You are not. While you are registered as competitors, you are not registered as head of competition or even host.
Define heads or hosts of competition.
You keep getting error message, and then you get a phone call next.
If this isn't house business, I'm going to murder this person. Hello?
Next,
Speaking.
stop asking questions, please.
Do they recognize his voice?
Oh, you do. You know this is a certain professor, a certain older woman you don't want to deal with. And whatever's happening in this moment, they're probably getting a bunch of messages themselves.
They'll pause for a moment. Professor, if I did not approach the situation asking questions, I would think that you would find my education lacking. But I apologize for any interference.
It's not that you're asking questions, it's that you're trying to get admin permissions. And I'm getting the feedback from it.
So you are connected to the admin.
Not exactly.
That's not a no, Professor, but I will accept that for now. Also, just know that your conditions so far have been met, and I will do the house proud. And the order proud as well, of course. And they'll hang up.
As you try to hang up, the voice that you hear almost kicking up, you hear Finch, and then you hang up.
No!
What was that all about?
Politics. Lots and lots of politics. And Nyx looks like they really need a drink, and they will take a long sip of their whiskey sour.
You go and lift it back up and notice that it's been refilled.
That's cute.
They can't allow magic in here, so whatever forces is doing this isn't magic, or at the very least, they have people that can use magic, and we can't.
Yeah, I'm thinking the game is rigged here. I'm getting that feeling. There's shit we're not allowed to know about.
Scott,
this
the
whole
game
competition.
is only rigged when you can't find a way to turn it in your favor. But what I do know is this is not vampires, it's not us, this isn't werewolves. I don't know who else that leaves though, but it means
Shit.
someone that isn't involved with us.
I was
At least
hoping
directly.
for a werewolf. You know?
You hear the door open, and you see Ashton next.
Oh. If you do exist, whatever deity is up there. Less complication. I ask for less complication, not more. I understand those are both 4-letter words with an E.
Hey, Nix, it's gonna be all right. I'm here. All right, we got
Ashton
this.
is just looking at the two of you. Right.
Who the hell
Kind
are
of
you?
stares you both down.
Evening,
Who the hell are you
Ashton.
first?
Ashton, please. I've had enough of roundabout games today. Don't act as if you don't know me.
Vaguely familiar.
Finch! How about that?
Ah. All right. Right. Fashion show. Finch. Right.
Well, more than one fashion show. And to say fashion shows is to say a chef referring to them by one dish. But
I was going to be in one
Yes.
of those.
you still can if you play your cards right.
Well, I listen. Fortunately, if I had time for a get together, I would have called Tiffany over and told her to come hang out. But
Tiffany! She's still around?
You know her?
you know Tiffany.
Oh, Tiffany and I go way back. We're tight, Tiffany and I.
Nix looks like they're about to say something, but they pause and just bring it back.
Right. I don't see how she would know you, but cool.
We burned
Listen.
down Applebee's together.
Alrighty. then.
Fantastic.
Cool. Boss man, hey, I will check you out later, okay? Got some interesting intel. The AI just nods.
So, Ashton, you report to the AI or do you report to the person that created it?
Oh, Sal hasn't told you all the.
No. Sal's been withholding information. He's not very good at his job.
Sal has been operating within their defined parameters, but their parameters are annoyingly constrained.
Yeah, boss man is kind of secretive about his shit.
But not to you.
Who is the boss man?
Points to Sal again.
Dude, I got a scythe and I know how to use it. Okay.
Scott, if you threaten one of my associates again, I will have to put you under house arrest. And trust me, I
you
don't
think
mean.
that he's withholding, right? Like, don't you want to throttle him just a little bit?
You hear the alarm go off again. That loud, high-pitched alarm.
Scott, I will put you under anything that means not listening to that again.
Ow. Look, can you do something about that? They really need a better system than that shit. Like, there's better ways to get a fucking, like a text message sound or whatever you call that.
Violence are not allowed.
What? Something's not
Violence
allowed?
is not allowed.
Oh, shit. Oh, I see. It's that kind of club. Okay, whatever. All right.
I leave Buck alone for one trip, and that's the mistake. Noted. Buck is always going to be coming with me to clubs from now on. Noted. Wait a minute. And Nix looks like they are juggling 50 questions at once. Silence is not allowed. Silas. Or they'll address the operating system hologram if it's still there.
Yes.
Query. Does system admin, any of them, have connection to the Blue Spitfires?
One registered. Zephyr Chambers.
Query. Stephanie Chambers' location.
Zephyr Chambers location. Not found.
Last known location.
Neon Gore 2 months ago.
Nix very much looks like they're both. They take another drink, but they are very much looking as though they want to pull Tiffany and punch their hole through the wall right now. Scott, do you have any questions?
Where's Tiffany now?
Which Tiffany?
The Tiffany. There's only one Tiffany.
No, there's
Right?
not, Scott.
Oh God, how I've been gone for a minute, you know? Like I'm
Next, resolve and insight.
Gotta
Difficulty
put
of
the
4.
gotta put the glasses on for this one, y'all. This is my good luck charm. Resolve and insight. Don't worry, y'all. That's a really low pool, but a critical can always happen. Remember, in any tabletop RPG system, a critical can always happen.
you could always succeed at a cost too.
Well, if I'm Scott Travers, I can succeed at a cost. It would help if I tagged the bot. I made so much of a funny
Yeah.
comment about not tagging the bot, and here I am doing what? Not tagging the bot.
Not tagging the bot.
Oh no!
Roll your
Um,
paradox.
Shit. The good news is there isn't a lot. It's just 4.
And just tell me
It's
how many
fine.
successes.
Roger that. It's fine. Again, I'm not tagging the bot. I'm sorry, y'all. Here we go. Oh, come. Well, now we want to have successes. That's 3 successes, boss.
We'll get to that in just a second because Scott.
He's gonna get his answer, right?
It's weird because you kept asking about the Tiffany.
Yeah, the Tiffany. Like the Tiffany.
Tiffany.
The one with the music all the time, every time she enters the scene.
Every time you say that, it's almost as if she disappears. Like more memories of the Tiffany start to fade.
Shit, I'm forgetting about her. That's awful. Okay, he's sort of sad. He's not going to ask any more questions about her.
Nyx.
Yes. Hi.
What's a good way to describe this?
Everything has gone not horribly wrong, but it taken a left turn, like the Wrong Turn series.
You've pinged as you're trying to like discern what is happening because you were trying to discern Tiffany, what Tiffany we're talking about, and there was some information that you remembered was off about Tiffany Chambers and also regular Tiffany. But instead, you set off your keystone and you ping to everyone your location.
What the? Sending GPS. No. And Nyx is like panically like, no, trying to cancel or cancel
As you-
upload.
cancel. You realize that not only have you been sending the location, you've been recording. There's been like recording of this meeting, and you sent that recording off to everyone.
Nyx kind of like
Scott-
it stares at their keystone for a moment, and then they just
What's this? What happened? What'd you do? Nyx, what'd you do?
apparently the keystone can interact with our emotional states, Scott. And well, I will not either say what I have or haven't done, but I will say that there is potential for things to go awry. I will
How
ask,
would that be
do you have a
different from
weapon?
any other day?
Do you have a weapon at the ready?
That I do right here.
Scott, as you pull that scythe out,
Yeah.
it disappears.
Oh,
No
shit.
magic allowed in, Scott. It's what they said at the door. You're capable of either getting outside or fighting your way to outside on your own, correct?
That's not cool, man. I'm gonna grab a fucking chair.
I
Oh.
didn't ask if it was cool, I asked if you were capable.
There's no
I
combat allowed in the club, so you're fine.
Physical or social or any at all.
Well, I can't stop you from arguing really, but getting into battles here is not allowed.
such
Noted.
a not cool place. Whoever heard of a club that nobody gets into a fight in? I mean,
Well, this is neutral ground for competitors.
Scott, I know you are not trying to ask questions about who runs their club.
hey, between you and me, I've got more experience running a club than you do.
All right, we currently own your club now.
See, yeah, see, it just transferred ownership, right? I mean, thank you for that information. I'm glad that
Define
somebody's looking after it.
details of ownership of the former club in question, please.
You
Sal?
see a newspaper article about a club going bankrupt and being demolished, and now being under by new management.
Nix will take one look. Look back at Scott, look back. Scott, what if I told you I could get you your club back? Or at the very least, a club back?
I mean, you know, between you and me, that I am an experienced club owner. So I would
Clearly.
really love to have that club back. I mean, because it was the place to be. It was up and coming. I mean, everybody else was worried because shit.
Then
As
My
you
club.
say this, there's graphs showing your club compared to everyone else's about how many people come in and stuff, and you see yourself bottom of the ranking. You're not making good numbers.
Nix is like looking at the numbers, look back to Scott, and then pointedly looking back at the numbers.
No, look. I mean that's not a fair chart, right? It's bullshit, right?
No,
Like
you didn't have the right support.
that's right. That's right.
And if you
That's
had the
right.
right support, your club could have prospered.
That's right. And I believe that at one point we were even trying to get that support together. Yeah. And it didn't happen.
If you help me, I could ensure that you get a club that has that right support. You see, Scott, I'm not going to ask your questions on the Order of Hermes itself, but the Order has its own things going on. Different people in different houses. And if the right house supports your club, well, even if other houses disagree, it'll bring your club attention. Attention means customers. It means business. It means PR.
In the background, next you can see Sal just holding up a finger.
What's your input, dude?
Yes, Sal?
Points to your keystone, Nix. You never completely shut off the recording.
Ha
Nix
ha!
will-
Look at you getting instructions from the AI.
Nix has a moment of like, they're looking like they have egg on their face, but then they smirk. And they'll bring the keystone closer. The Order of Hermes is strong, but houses are not of equal strength. That is not to downplay their importance, but it is to say that the right support from the right people can make a world of difference in the success of a club and the success of one's personal life and anything and everything in between and otherwise. And then they'll try to they're not going to say a word, but they're going to try to figure out how to shut it off.
Yeah, let me make a note of that. Huge note.
Because if they're going to accidentally broadcast something, fuck it. They're going to at least make the most of it with a good spin.
The individual known as Sal kind of just looks at it to you. That's all the information I have for you. Rules are you summon, you fight, and you seal out. You defeat your opponent by destroying their avatar or by completely demolishing them.
You can't tell us where these things are.
kind of just points to the map. They'll ping on the map when
Oh,
when his registry is open.
is that also like the map in the van?
Yes.
Ah, got it.
Nix is gonna like look
I got a
between
cool
Scott
map
and
in
the
my
AI.
van.
Scott, I have to make a few communications. I trust I can leave you alone with Sal for more than a few minutes without you immediately detonating this entire location.
Hey man, I'm all good. This whole location seems to be Scott proof at the moment because they don't let you do anything here. So
Good, because I'm going to bring you to an even more Scott proof location. And they'll
Ah,
step out for a moment, which is player talk for restroom again, but to not stop the flow, let's see what Scott does while Nix is stepping out of the room for a moment. And I'll be right back in one moment.
So, you two. Nix, you had stepped outside for just a brief moment, but Scott,
Mhm.
the AI just kind of looks at you, cocks their head to the side, blinks.
you ever rock out, man? No.
Ashton kind of stands beside you because he has not left the room. He's just still has been here, just been waiting for whatever is going on between the two of you, and just goes, "Dude, it's the operating system, just a fucking computer."
Yeah, but like, can you play shit? Like, are you like a radio?
I am not a jukebox, if that's what you're asking.
You can't play any music.
I can, but I'm currently in this space. I am just the operating system for your keystones and not the operator for the club.
I can't get any kind of badass music to come out of this thing, is what you're saying. This club is
Uh,
just the worst. Like, you guys have just taken this thing to places that like nobody wants to be. Like, who wants to be here? You can't even play fucking music through these things. Like, it's so disappointing. Like, the change of ownership definitely shows for sure.
um, Scott, you look at Ashton, who has pretty much gotten closer to look at you,
Yeah,
and he just goes, "Wait a minute. You said your name was Scott Travers?
the one and the only.
Cleaner, right?"
That's me.
"Oh yeah. Yeah, you're known everywhere. Cool guy."
That's right. Damn! I'm glad that somebody finally fucking recognizes this. Like, it's like getting Nix or anybody else to say it is like pulling fucking teeth. It's just like, yeah, everywhere I go, it's like, who? You know? And it's like my club, right? You know, like that fucking chart that he showed us just a minute ago, like, you know, my club on the bottom and everything like that. That's just
Yeah.
bad framing right there.
He just kind of eye shuffle from the AI to you, and he's just, "You know what? You're right. The club's kind of dead.
It is dead, right?
We
It's
should,
just, damn.
yeah. When we get a chance, we should hang out at the Nightwire.
Where?
Nightwire.
Okay, Nightwire. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they at least allow shit to happen there? Like, do they play good music and allow people to resolve their differences like real people?
Yeah. Yeah, they do. You should come
Where's
by and
that
hang
at?
out.
Can you put that into my map location?
It's
What
not
is
too
it?
far. It's 2 blocks over.
It's 2 blocks over. Okay. All
Two
right.
blocks over. Alleyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't miss it.
Cool. Cool people hang out there.
They never leave. Never
What?
want you to leave, actually.
They never want to leave. They just go and they stay all night long. That's how it works.
Pretty much.
Sounds like the place to be for the moment. while my club's suffering this bullshit here. Yeah. Why don't you come with us?
Yeah, I'll show you around when I get a
Yeah.
chance.
You can kind of like bring us up to speed on everything here.
Will
Can he
do.
come
Yeah,
too? Like, I can show this guy a little something about the world outside, you know? Can you learn? Like, are you one of those, right? Are you one of those that can, like, learn shit? Or are you just, like, a dumb computer?
Scott. Um, how many willpower do you have currently?
Well, with the iron will, I have 2.
Roll me those 2 willpower.
Okay. That's total failure. Yeah.
Total failure of your willpower. Nix. Um, you were saying you were going to have a conversation with someone.
Mm-hmm. They
As
were.
you,
They were gonna step out and they're gonna start trying to call Brian before all this kicks off.
you try to, but you watch as you see a scene from a horror movie. Um, you just see Scott phase through a wall, and then it's almost like an intense gravity has like smushed him up against the other black brick wall, and it's like crushing him.
Ah! Oh, fuck. Oh.
On the one hand, not my business. On the other hand, what is on the other hand? Annoyingly sufficient as survival. Not my business. Survival. Not my business. I'm gonna regret this. And they'll open the door and step back in as Sky's being like pressed against a wall like a cockroach against a car windshield.
Hey, Nix, you want to give me a hand here?
You need more than one hand. And they'll turn to Sal. Define operation being placed.
You don't get a response. Ashton is just like, "Oh shit!" You actually summon the owner. Owner's like,
Is the
"Now."
owner's is the owner speaking through Sal? And the fact that you know this, Ashton, implies that you know the owner. Or at the very
Ah,
least know what to look out for.
vaguely. They just kind of speak through Sal here.
So you have experience with Sal before.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Kind of like a oddly friendly sort of deal.
So
Nix.
you've had experience with this situation before.
Oh yeah. This is kind of like light tapping at most.
Ashton, with all due respect, can you please ask the owner to put my associate down from the wall before they start crushing bones? Because I don't have. Well, I do have people that can heal things. Human bodies are a different matter.
Um, you just watch as whatever this force is lets go, letting Scott drop. Oh yeah, he was going to be fine. Can't kill him. He's a competitor.
Oh.
Kill and seriously maim and or harm are not the same thing.
Oh no,
Oh,
And
fuck.
Scott, it hurts, but you realize you haven't broken any bones, even though that felt intense.
Oh.
It almost, he kind of just like, was that in my head? Did that actually happen?
Well,
Scott,
gonna
nothing
take-
broken, nothing fractured, nothing excessively painful.
It's gonna take more than that to put me down. I'm pretty tough.
I'm
Get
tempted to
stuck
ask
up.
them to resume them, see if we can see how far you last, but not my point
No.
of being here.
No, man. All right. I'm not here for that competition. Oh, did you have something to do with that? Or was that the robot here? Was that the computer? Who did that just now?
Nix will pointedly not answer the question as they look to Sal. Define object I have been requested to pick up.
You seem to ask a lot of questions there, Savant. So let me answer this. No, you are not getting access to our system. Travers introduces an AI, but please treat him with respect as if you would treat another mage. At least a mage above your standing.
You insult me by assuming that I would treat a mage below my standing any harsher.
Calvin, maybe I should be a little bit more clear. You both are in my neck of the woods. This is my grounds. I make the rules here. I'm only being polite and hosting this event.
That's not
No,
polite,
me-
man. What you just did to me.
Nix
not
is like,
polite.
they're failing, but they're obviously trying to cover Scott's mouth.
What? Get your hand out of my mouth, man. What are you
Do you
doing?
want to be pinned against the wall like a goddamn butterfly again?
Look, that's not how you. I thought there was no violence in this fucking club. Like,
Violence does not equate to all manners of shows of dominance.
I simply just wanted to know if this thing could learn. That's all. And then
Sal,
find
You
myself.
will not refer to the operating system as a being. You primitive being.
It's got feelings. Aww. And he's gonna make like he's just kind of petting its cheek. Look at you go. All right. You know what? I've had it with this place. Okay. Ashton, you said you had this night wire place that you wanted that was jumping, right? Right?
As
Place
soon
that
as you
plays
say
music.
this, Scott, you blink out of the room and find yourself being slammed up against your van on top of it.
Ah, damn. Oh, okay. Well, at least I'm out of there. Fuck that place. Damn. New
Does
management
Nix
doesn't have a
notice
club.
Scott being like yoinked out of existence, or is it a different effect for that?
You could see it. It's just like whatever, kind of like he just got deleted out of the club is what it looked like.
Nix
Derez,
will
if you
look.
wanna call it.
Nix will look between where Scott was, look to Sal, look to Scott where his was, look to Sal. So is it a matter of no magic in this club at all, or no magic to anyone who is not part of staff? If I may ask, politely.
That wasn't magic.
Then what was it, if I may ask?
I control reality here. That's all you need to know. This is by the way.
With all due respect, control of reality is often equated to magic. If it is not magic to you, but you still control reality, what exactly do you call it?
What do you call someone that can control reality without any feedback?
You could call them plenty of things. You could call them the devil, a demon, an angel, a god, or you could call them plenty of other things. I know people who would call such beings spirits, things of that nature. I would also know people who would call them other things, but better to have the person doing such things to define themselves and to allow others to define them for them. It is your story and your identity. Better for you to tell me what it is than to hear it from others.
As you're getting into your diatribe, it's almost like as if you can feel your lips being sewn together. You just
Mm,
hear a voice, the Red Weaver. Unless you want to be shoved out like your friend there, I would try to be respectful of the master of this place.
mhm.
Red Weaver takes off the stitches.
Apologies. I will see myself out.
Well, when you guys have cooled off and have been better acquainted, this facility is open for your use as neutral ground, provided you follow the rules and don't try to access program systems and other things that you are not privy to. You are a guest.
I am a
Just wait.
guest.
Just wait till they get a load of Kira.
If you could, at your leisure, if possible, send me a list of whatever rules you may have for this establishment, I would be very appreciative. I would not want to abuse hospitality.
It blinks like immediately on your keystone, and it appears almost like a hologram um, hovering over the device.
Hmm. They'll look at the list or whatever manifestation of this hologram they are.
Few rules. Number one, the no violence rule, and number two, the no magic rule. You see those in big, bold red. The third one is it's no accessing to secret tomes. The fourth one is all contracts made in the domain must be acknowledged and it must be completed. And finally, this is considered neutral ground. The master of the domain has final say on who stays and who goes. And in big, bold red print, failure to comply with laws will result in termination.
It says half a moment to consider asking what termination would imply, but they think better. They'll look at the display, look back to Sal, look at the display. With all of the respect and honor that House Finch has, accept terms and conditions.
Ashton just lets out a laugh. Dude, it's not a, like, there's no button that you have to press. It's just like, you walk in here and it's just like, oh, yeah. You know, when you go to the club, you know not to do certain things inside the club. This is kind of the same thing.
There's always terms and conditions. Whether or not you read them or not doesn't make them any less pertinent.
Yeah, but I mean, do you go fighting in the club? Do you go drinking stuff for free? Stealing the bartender stuff? No.
You would be surprised by the lack of manners by people that I have known.
Shit. Also, the rules are kind of plastered up front.
You are also surprised by the amount of people that I know that would read and follow rules.
Fair enough. All right, boss man, I am now leaving because this shit show is wild fun. I got my own shit I got to deal with. And he bounces out of there. Nix, you look over to Ashton and then find yourself outside in the parking lot.
What the?
Scott's just leaning up against his van. They kicked you out too?
Nick's very much looks like they're trying to puzzle this out, but also not wanting to. No magic allowed. Whatever resource they are accessing is not considered magic, but has the same effects as magic.
It's an enigma. I hear you. Yeah.
It's
The bartender, you see now he's sitting outside of his car and he's smoking. Yeah, that's not magic. That's I don't know. Yeah,
Bullshit is the word you're looking for.
no. If it were bullshit, it wouldn't have a reason or rhyme to it,
He's
Scott.
more like a deity if you want to get into specifics.
You're suggesting that the person in charge of all of this is some sort of god.
Oh, he's not in charge. He's just a host.
Makes
Then
sense.
who is in charge?
There you are with the questions again.
Listen,
What do you mean? What do you mean we ought to know? Oh, fuck me.
all right, let me get you somewhere. So the physical owner, the guy I was talking about, wasn't allowed to be involved. Yeah, is an actual person, but the one who's the puppet master host that allows you guys to come in and out, that guy kind of controls all the other stuff to make sure the magical stuff doesn't happen. It's
Is
the
it
front.
is it a deity or person of power that we have gotten familiar with?
How the fuck am I supposed to know that?
You know what? You have a very good point. And Nyx very much looks as though they are trying to not rip their hair out of frustration. They just kind of twitch their fingers to the Crimson Knight by their car.
You want a beer?
I want many things right now.
I mean, you look a little tense. I mean, I just got thrown through a wall, but you
You
look a
too.
little tense.
Kind of mind yourself there, because Sal kind of owns like 5 of the clubs around here and starting to own 3 of the bars.
If those clubs are run anything like this one, I mean,
you just came here in the afternoon, dude. It's not going to be bumping.
I feel like there's potential there for it to be bumping already. Like I mean,
Scott,
why
your
stop
club
it?
is Scott, your club is currently being demolished. I don't think it's
It's already been demolished. It's past
Oh
tense,
shit!
man.
It's that, wait, you own that shitty club? Oh yeah, Bossman bought that one.
Yeah, well, at least we had good music. Unlike
Oh, you did.
that fucking bullshit right there. Like whoever's running that shit, no sense of humor, no sense of taste, no sense of music. But it's fine. It's whatever. Everybody has their own thing. It's fine.
You came before we actually opened.
Yeah.
What did you think was going to happen?
I mean, I'm just saying, it just seems like a very humorless place. I mean, maybe change my mind, right? Change my mind, and just
Well, watching you go through a wall was kind of fucking funny.
that was unexpected. Yeah, I've been through worse though. I've had worse.
Both of you are correct in that regard, and it being funny, and you haven't gone through worse.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are a lot nicer than that Kira kid.
Oh, you know them.
What did they do?
I don't want to get into it because apparently they're a competitor again.
Again, and
I don't know the details.
That's
I'm
new
not even allowed to
information.
talk about it. You didn't hear that from me. He just kind of holds up.
I have plenty of resources. I know I can hear plenty of things from other people.
I kind of looks around. First night, slaughtered a few folk,
Including
Sounds
including
about right.
people such as the I don't know, Order of Hermes phage named by Finch.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, like I know about your thing, but I'm not part of your thing. If that makes sense.
You know of my order's business, but you are not part of the order, which is
Well,
concerning.
I so when you say the order, that can mean anything to me. Like I know that's a thing, but I don't know what that thing is.
The Order of Hermes. What other order? Nope, I'm not going
He's
to.
gonna put his arm around him and go, he's a guide on the side. I get it. Just kind of along for the ride.
Listen, I get paid to watch your shit. I don't get paid to actually be a part of your shit. If that makes sense.
They like to watch. Yeah.
Who pays to watch us?
We're famous.
Currently,
A lot of people would pay.
the guy who kind of owns that and is over top of Sal.
Yeah, see?
So someone
They're
is
interested in us, Nix. We got the attention of people. Big players, right?
so someone operates these games for some reason, has been able to operate a operation system that connects all of these keystones to all of us across sects and factions, has access to knowledge of both what has happened before this event and is currently going on, and has protocols in place to keep these things a secret from us.
And
is
is also
also
humorless.
depending, and also has access to knowledge of potential entities, both of this plane and others, that we may or may not have interacted with.
That's about right.
Sure, I guess,
That's
dude. If I knew, I'd be able to tell
which
you.
no,
Nope.
because if you knew, you probably would be under some contract and not tell us, or you could be
Scott.
like,
Scott's late gone lean over. He's like, sometimes, they sometimes like conspiracy theories and everything. It's a little crazy, complicated.
what was
I
that?
like to keep it simple.
And Nyx is like not having heard it. They're like in their own head, but they look
Yeah.
at Scott. What was that?
Oh yeah, I was just explaining things like what you said in simpler terms.
Takes another drag of his cigarette and just go. All right, cool. Anyways, have fun, don't die. I guess I should say.
Wait, you're coming with us, right?
For
Because you like to watch.
no, I work
Oh.
here.
Oh, right. But here's not even open yet, so you're coming with us, right?
This is why we didn't want to talk to you, and he just kind of walks off.
Nobody wants to talk to me tonight.
That's because you suck.
You know what? We'll pull up his scythe again.
You try to pull that scythe out again, and it disappears.
Damn it! This shit works outside the fucking club too. You get
All
outta
down,
here.
dumbass.
You're going to have to get off their property to summon it, most likely.
Right.
Much like how I can't. And they'll look to their Crimson Knight to see if they're like, is it full operation or is it just like they can only move them around but not actually fully access them?
It's just mostly moving them around. You can't really access them, and even then, when you try to pull them down to the club, it just completely shuts off.
Just
What does that look like, by the way? Has Scott
Oh.
seen this before?
Scott sees a mannequin wearing something that looks as though their clothing is a mixture of H.P. Lovecraft and Vogue magazine. And as Nyx moves their fingers, it's not as much a puppet versus a automaton, but a mix in between. As Nyx moves their
Nice.
fingers, they go to follow whatever sort of director they're giving, but now it seems as though they're stinted.
It's not like the one I took the shower with.
What did you take a... Never
Remember?
mind.
I had to wash myself off at your place. It was a nice shower.
That was Henry. This is not Henry.
Just saying, like this one's a lot different than Henry. Yeah.
Henry was, without divulging too much information, Scott, Henry was a gift to me from my mentor. This is something that I've invested a lot of resources in. shall we say, sacrifices
It's
into
pretty
being mine.
badass. Yeah. No, I like it. I like what you
This
got going on there.
this one is Parsival. You can say hello or however you wish to them.
So, you want to get in the van and head to Nightwire?
I have to make a stop before there, but I have my own car. I can meet you there.
You don't want to head. You don't want to ride in my van.
Scott, I have my own business that I need to attend to before I go to this place, and don't you think it's better to prepare for this sort of thing?
I'm prepared. I'm always prepared.
Really?
Yep. I got my van.
You have nowhere else to go before you need to head there? No supply stops, no components, reactants, no advice, no contingencies to set up.
You know what? You're probably right. I probably do. I probably do have to think.
Oh,
about
I know
that
you
stuff.
do. I'm
Yeah.
politely suggesting that you do those things.
Well, that's very kind of you, Nix. Yeah.
If nothing else, I am a gracious teacher now.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Okay. I get it. That was nice of you to say. I understand you don't want to ride in my van. That's cool.
No, Scott.
Yeah, you
No,
both-
no,
you're
no hard
okay.
feelings. It's cool. It's a brand new van. It's fine. I got it. You got to do your thing. You know, you made a lot of good points there.
You
get it.
see someone go down the stairs. You don't catch a good glimpse of them, but you do see another person go down the stairs, followed by two more people.
Okay.
Who the?
Who are they?
Someone
you guys
will know.
got to look. What you do see, though, is that you get a notification. You have 72 hours left to prepare.
Shit. Okay.
Well, looks like we have enough time to investigate this other place of yours, make our own preparations, and see where this event is going to go.
3 days. That works, right?
Hopefully.
Yeah. I like the letter or the number 3. Yeah. It's got some significance to it. So in the van then.
You can ride in your van.
Okay. All right, man. But one day you're going to have to ride in the van with me.
When we're all said and done, I will promise you I'll ride in your van, just not yet.
Awesome. That's what I'm talking about. You and me, the van, Kira, back together again.
Of course.
As we pull away from this scene, you two going your separate ways. We see a bunch of other figures, shadowy figures, looking down at the two of you, sitting on railings. One person's eating popcorn, another person on their phone, not paying attention. Someone's even taken out their phone and just started snapping pictures of the two of you. So, which one do we take out first?
Also, heads up, you have the voice modifier on, Crow. Sorry to interrupt, but didn't want you to go through the whole recording and then come back and see, oh, I had the tinny voice modifier on.
When you pan away from the two of you, you see a bunch of figures, shadows covering them. We're not able to see faces, but there's multiple folks looking down at the club. So which one do we take out? The well-dressed one or the shaggy one in the van? What about those other ones that just went in? Yeah, we
hear him to voice it.